sorry. I didn't recognize you.
Malcolm was a normal baby. He faced the same temptations as every child. And like any other child, his conscience served to guide his actions.
Don't pull that kitty's tail. You'll get punished. Pull it! It'll be fun.
But resisting temptation was never easy for Malcolm. The moral balance was tested frequently during Malcolm's youth.
Gunther, what did that squirrel ever do to you?
Hey, take a hike, Stuart. We're having fun here.
A complete deterioration was inevitable. As young Malcolm grew into manhood, he became famous and successful in his own way. But Malcolm's path was never easy, and many setbacks disturbed his plans. Finally, in the depths of his greatest humiliation, he is imprisoned in his own stony form. As the ignorant residents of Kyrandia sleep, their worst nightmare begins. And Malcolm prepares to greet the world again. Now, with your help, we can finally hear Malcolm's side of the story.
Come on, y'all! Come on, y'all!
Free at last. Kyrandia will now feel my wrath.
Feels good to finally be out of that statue, doesn't it? Remember me? I'm Gunther, your bad conscience. Now that you're free, I say we go kick some butt. Like maybe Calic and his nitwit grandson Brandon.
Great. This is all I need. I love this place. I just love other people's trash. Hasn't King Brandon heard? I love, hasn't King, I wonder if I can sell this. Oh boy. I knew I could scare that squirrel.
Good shot! Let's show Kyrandia how to have some fun.
Hasn't King, I've always loved the orange mouth gag. Hasn't Katy? I've seen. Great. This is all I need. Hasn't Katy? I just love. Hasn't Katy? I've seen. I've seen. Hasn't King Brett? I've seen. Hasn't King? Actually, I've seen flea markets with less good stuff. Hasn't I've seen flea. I've seen. I'd better go home. Doesn't look like they kept any of my things in the castle. That Kyrandian killer squirrel looks vicious. I'd like to put one in Katy's sleeping bag. I've seen. I just love. Great. Hasn't Katy? I've seen. Hasn't. Great. This is all I need. Let's see if I can liven up this boring flag. That's better.
Good job! Those flags were just a little too tall.
Let's see if I can liven up this boring flag. That's better.
Good job! Those flags were just a little too tall.
Looks like I just missed Kyrandia Day. This might come in handy. Yes. This is the launching spot for portal potions.
That's pretty funny. We should do it to someone else.
Smell that dairy air. Sesame seeds. That must be the hopper for the cow food. Must be the food gauge. Sesame seeds. I don't think the cows will eat that.
Here enough.
What?
Here's on Sechuna Su.
This should be a fascinating conversation. You've got a tremendous personality, don't you? Downtown Kyrandia looks the same as always. That worked perfectly. What? The toy factory is closed? Home at last. Aha! That's where my old family album was. I suppose I would enjoy looking at that again.
You were a cute kid. You came from good stock. What happened to you? The wild twins. No wonder Gregor's hair was gray. I always did like hindwall. I wonder how much Calic had to pay to get one of his relatives into the royal family. I always liked William. Her, I could do without. Something about Brandon always makes me want to hit him. Isn't he the one who put some fertilized seeds under Calic's bathtub? The seeds grew so quickly, they knocked over the tub with Calic inside.
No good passport photos in there. I'm not going to lug that heavy book around. Look what was hidden under the bed. I thought I had lost this. Let's see what's inside drawer number 3. Wonderful! My nut on a string. My favorite childhood toy.